there, welcome back. It's Jen's Heart. So how is it going? I kicked myself outside to take walks with my grandpa, and it really helps me to refresh my mind and practice my observational skills. Because even here I bring along a sketchbook to quickly get down values and composition. Today we are painting something awesome and talk about something very dear to me, which is time management. But a lot of people get cringe at this word combination, so I'll talk more about art routine and different ways I organize my art progress so I have structure in learning and don't get bored. First, why for me this painting was an awesome experience. I really like challenge in art because I feel like I learn a lot faster and more when I challenge myself to draw what I'm not good at. Often when I hear this advice, it comes with, why don't you try drawing realistically? Or maybe you should try drawing sci-fi robots. And there is nothing wrong with such advice, but this reminder gonna be useful if you spread yourselves too thin drawing what you are uncomfortable with. So let's say you are a landscape painter, but you want to improve. There is a sense to try and expand your art by drawing sci-fi robots, but you don't need to do that. There is enough challenge that you can go for within the topic that you love. And when you will be ready to try drawing completely different subject, you will be more excited and open to learn from it. So don't feel bad that you aren't drawing various subjects. Shape your skill from another angle. Which is for me here is to apply what I learned about light and color to familiar subject, which is a landscape. Okay, and on to the art routine topic. When I just started drawing daily, I didn't know what to draw. Now I have a slightly different kind of problem. I have so many things and ideas to explore that it's impossible to give them equal attention without a proper structure. Maybe you are currently in an art block, or maybe you are at the place of not knowing or not being excited enough to draw. Then let me tell you about my art routine, and maybe you can take it to create the one that will help you on your art journey. So first one I learned from the Bobby Chew, and it's sketching first thing in the morning practice. I've come to this earlier on my own and did those sketches during breakfast on my balcony. But once the summer was over and I couldn't bear the cold anymore, that routine kind of faded. But what Bobby suggests works even if you are on the North Pole. It works everywhere. Okay, you ready for it? Do the sketches in your bed. Yes, sounds awesome, right? Now, there's one catch. If you share bed with somebody, it may be trickier because mornings probably start with conversations or snuggling. For that, either stay in bed a little longer or set yourself an alarm and try to wake up 10-15 minutes earlier than your partner. This habit will help you to get into the art flow, and I noticed that my idea generator often is the most active in these moments. All you need is a sketchbook and a pencil beside your bed. No references, no exactness or realism, just your imagination. Also, I wouldn't recommend doodles because doodles are usually purposeless and we want to wake up the mind, so put thoughts and effort into it. Next routine is anatomy sessions, and I can get super lazy about this one, so I made it as non-boring as I could by dividing anatomy into different segments, which by my weaknesses are gesture drawings, like Crocky's Cafe YouTube channel is my favorite in this one. Next one is parts of body like hands, feet, torso, or head and facial expressions with 30 minutes limit for all of them. Next one is anatomy book redraw. Usually go for 5 pages, which is like 30-45 minutes. And references redraw. It is where I just go into the huge pile of pictures that I hoarded on my Pinterest boards and draw each and every single one I saved from the bottom down. Number 3 is the one that I'm most invested in right now, and it's everyday 45 minutes gouache. So you make sure you spend at least 45 minutes per day with your favorite medium. And topics that I choose includes still life, landscapes, sculptures, master study, plein airs, and screen cap redraws. The main point is to paint daily and also include some sort of challenge into it. It can be a light situation like what you currently see on the screen, or different approach to applying paints. I also keep them connected to seasons, just because it gives me better feeling and connection with the outside world, but that's optional. Routine number 4 is curated by day of the week. So for instance, Mondays are for fan art, Tuesdays are for digital, and Sundays are for visiting old drawings and ideas. And you don't need necessarily to do only what this day is for. It's just like a guideline for when you feel imbalanced in your subjects or feel like you don't give enough attention to some aspects of your art. And the last one, number 5, which really helped me getting into drawing daily, is 100 challenge. So you choose the subject and do 100 studies of it. It can be cars, food, bodies, anything you want to improve on. Anatomy is the thing that was the hardest for me to get a grip on, so I started drawing 10 or 5 sketches per day on the topic like hands or feet until I got to 100 and moved to another one. It makes sense to me to get to 100 to start seeing the progress, because you begin to remember how certain parts behaved in similar poses and can recreate them quicker, which means that you are filling in your visual library and start depending less on the reference and more on your memory. Well, it's important to say that without understanding the structure, it may be harder and you may even memorize disorder wrong information. So start with memorizing the structure of the bones and shapes first, and only after understanding what you see, start expanding the library of various positions. So before you start drawing 100 faces, make sure you know how the head structure works. As they say, it's always easier to learn a new habit than change an old bad one. And that is how I go about organizing my art. Main goal of such routines is to bring purpose and challenge into your creative process. So I hope this can remind you that there are always ways to keep studying something that you love. So even if you have a bad or low day, you can find excitement and put some effort into it. This will be also awesome if you'll share your art routine, so maybe I'll improve mine or just get inspired for a totally new one. And thank you so much for supporting this channel, and 1000 subs. Oh my, this is amazing. I will continue doing my best. Hop along and carry on. Till the next time.